Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Fiddlesticks here with a little bit of a gameplay commentary. I have no idea what button I pressed. Alright, there we go, I fixed it. Alright, so this is a platinum game. Gonna be taking you through my sort of thought process while going through the game, I guess. I don't know what else there's to say about this, so yeah, let's get this party started. So, as I'm waiting for the game to start, I usually put a effigy there just in case there's an early invasion. It has happened to me before. Blitzcranks and people with hooks especially like to take that little route to come and kill me, so if they're coming, I'll see them. Not much to say about that. The clear here that I do in a few seconds, Fiddlesticks has a bit of a janky clear. You'll definitely want to go into practice tool and learn it. There's plenty of YouTube videos that take you through it. I'm not gonna do it here, but I guess we'll go through it. And yeah, I'll just sort of tell you what I'm thinking, or what I think of the matchups at least while this is going on. So I know Tom Kench is gonna be very hard to gank, mainly because of his E. And it's just overall tankiness, and he's surprisingly fast sometimes. Not to mention the gray health, and he's just a nightmare. But I mean, he doesn't have flash or ignite, but still, he's kind of a risky thing to waste my time on. Elise is a very good matchup for me. If she can't kill me with her stun, then I pretty much win, because I can drain her through her little ability where she like goes up in the air. I don't know what it is. I'm still platinum, and I don't know what half the characters in this game do or what their abilities are. But the one where she like goes up in the air and she like stays there and she like comes back down, yeah, I can drain her through that. So I'm not too worried about the Elise. Lux is free food if she misses her Q. Not much else to say about that. Tristana and Thresh. This lane is very hard to gank. Thresh because he's got a lot of CC, and Tristana because she has a very good escape option. So I guess, from a logical perspective, Lux would be the best lane to camp. So as I'm going through my clear right now, I know Elise is an AP champ. Obviously, this is it's kind of like what what any jungler worth their salt would know. That of course AP champs. But here's the thing, right? Fiddlesticks can't duel. He can't duel early, at least. Only like a specific number of champions he can like really actually solo. Elise being one of them. But which is kind of sad because she's an AP champ. She's going to be coming out on this side of the river. So I mean, at least we both get free scuttles. So that's pretty much all there is to say about the first 3 minutes. Oh, it seems I went far too back a bit. I was supposed to be being done with golems by this time in the replay, but my editing and my skills with OBS are not very keen. So I see this wave is pushed up. I don't know that there's a ward there. I don't even know where he found time to even put that, but yeah, you can usually tell he has a ward there once he backs off. Pretty useful information, even though I can't really do much about it. This game was a while ago. I don't remember what I do here, but the move there is to yeah, leave it alone. Like I said, I wish I could. How do I see how much gold I have in this? Also, yeah, your that's a cool little thing. Your effigy can block projectiles and abilities like that. That's why he didn't. The effigy, it was kind of like a meat shield. So I believe I buy Sork shoes here. Yeah, I take Futures Market to get early boots. A lot of Predator Fiddlesticks do it. Just because holy crap, Predator's kind of good on him. I'm not a Predator fan myself. I think it's kind of clunky, and but yeah, some people definitely like it. I just like the Sork shoes because it helps me path better and faster. And basically at this point in the game, I'm just trying to get level 6 really fast, because like I said, their entire lineup except Elise and Lux is just really hard to gank pre-6. And even then, with my ultimate, like, it's, bot and top aren't really guaranteed ganks. So, yeah, just gotta get that level 6 if you're, that's pretty cool. I can click, like, if my camera's on here, I can just click on my champion, or, like, double click on it, and then boom, it'll be like that. It seems they killed my top laner here, so, yeah, just farm. I do remember one thing about this game, and it's that's this Tom Kench. Oh my god, I'm stuttering so bad. But that this Tom Kench was he knew what he was doing, and I think I honestly just gave up. Like I think I tried to gank him here. I don't even know how he knew I was coming. I guess that's just good game sense, but yeah, Tom Kench was a big problem this game, but we eventually surpassed because I just sort of, I don't know, ignored and started making plays around the other side of the map. But we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. Alright, so I backed, and I believe I bought only an amplifying tome. I thought I would have more gold for something else. Anyways, so right now I have no camps to farm. Bot lane's not showing. So it's kind of dead on the map right now, which I don't really like. I can't force things to happen, especially without my ult. This might have been a bad move. Maybe I should have helped push out or something. But I'll see. That's a neat little trick that you can catapult your effigies over with the whatchamacallit, the blast cones. I remember there's also another YouTube video about that. I don't remember who it's by though. I think if you look up like effigy tech or something, it'll show up. Anyway, so Gromp spawns, so I get the Gromp, and I think this should get me to level 6. Or get me very close. Yeah, it gets me very close to level 6. So I see that they're doing drag. Yeah, Ash walks up, sees that they're doing drag. I figured, okay, yeah, there's 2 of them, 3 of us. We can. Wait, no, there's 3 of us. Okay, it's the 3v3, right? So I figured that, okay, you know, that's kind of, Ash is almost dead. And then I see this, so I drain Thresh over the wall. Leona puts the perfect stun. I have level 6. They don't have any wards up here, so I make a play. And then we just take drag. After getting the control ward, of course. But then, you know, Ash hits the Drake, and okay, never mind. I thought there was going to be a thing where it was like, oh, I'm trying to click the control ward, but the dragon hitbox was like in the way. Anyways, yeah, we take drag off that fight. That little thing I did there was it just sort of came down to experience, I guess. I mean, you can't really teach when you should go in or go out or anything. It just comes to you with experience, I guess. Anyways, yeah, now there's camps in the jungle, so it is time to get some money. So as I'm farming my camps, I sort of just, I don't know, this is basically the time where I just sort of stare at the mini-map, because I can sort of just, you know, take camps on autopilot, as most junglers probably can. So I know Tom Kench is showing. I'm not sure, I need to like turn the fog onto like, okay, that's the wrong one. Okay, yeah, this is the right one. Okay, so I see the bot lane and it's showing. I see Tom Kench is getting a bit, he's like freezing the wave. But, I mean, his thing is still going to push up. I mean, I guess he's freezing the wave. I have no idea how laning works. Because I only play jungle. Goodness, my voice. Excuse me one moment. Right, so, see Tom Kench is pushing up. My ult's up in 20 seconds. I figured, okay, you know what? I might be able to make something happen. I know Tom Kench is like... Okay, I thought he'd be way ahead. I mean, he kind of is ahead. You know, almost 70 CS. Like, you know... Yeah, 20 up on CS, so I figure, okay, it's time to make things happen. I have my ult, right? He ghosted. I think I do something stupid here, though. Okay, no I don't. I just walk off because, you know, Tom Kench is, like, impossible to gank. And then he cues me with the thing stopping my recall. How much... it still peeps... Okay, no, that's my bounty. I can't see how much gold I have. But, let's see what I buy. Let's see what I buy. Night Harvester, yeah, alright. In the Fiddlesticks community, I guess, I don't know what to call it, there's this huge debate between, oh, it's better, you know, Night Harvester or Rocket Belt. Rocket Belt's definitely the more popular one, but I have a taste for Night Harvester because it's kind of just free bonus damage. Doesn't it give move speed? Yeah, it gives move speed as well, which is, it's pretty much the same thing as Rocket Belt, except I think it's a bit more consistent. Anyways, gank Lux here, because, you know, like I said, free food. Ult well spent, I guess. I don't know how well she was doing in lane. considering Vigar is 0-3, I guess he was doing pretty good. All right. Always use these things towards warding spots, like in the early parts of the game. I mean, you guys probably already know this. I think. I don't know my audience. But yeah, it's back to farming. Fiddlesticks is a bit of a power farmer, not as much as like someone like Karthus, but he definitely does his fair share of power farming, which is also another reason I don't very much like the jungle changes that increase the spawn camp time. Very not good for me. Alright, so you've probably seen Fiddlesticks in your games do this. You know what this is, just standing in the bush for like an extended period amount of time. This is what Fiddlesticks players do when they want to commit, but at the same time they're not sure if they should. If you see your Fiddlesticks doing this too much, it means they kind of don't know what they're doing, or they don't have a good grasp of the game. Okay, yes, I recall here, because if I ulted Lux, I would need my flash to actually, reach her, because there's like a small window when you show up, when the ult drops, and the damage actually hits that the fear goes off, and if you flash immediately after, you can get the fear off with your ult. Or, I mean, maybe that's not true. I have no idea. I should be making this thing in the first place, to be honest, but, what was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about something. Alright, okay, yeah. We're transitioning. Oh my goodness, this video is falling apart. We're transitioning into the mid game. I see Elise there. Tom Kench is a bit pushed up. I think. Okay, yeah, Elise shows up here. Oh my goodness, what an idiot, right? That was entirely on me. What happened? Okay, don't do this. Well, obviously don't do that, but I walked around here, right? And I saw Tom Kench and I thought, ooh, okay, let's press R. And then Elise, I didn't see Elise. Elise came up and stunned me. But I was kind of asking that by not being... Thresh's name is just... Okay, never mind. But I just got caught up by not paying that much attention. Especially, Fiddlesticks is kind of a guy where you have to pay attention on the map at all times. But just make sure to do that yourself. Fiddlesticks is kind of weird in that way, in that, like, yeah, sure, if you're playing against him, you have to, like, fear every single bush and fear, like, every single place you can't see on the map. But for Fiddlesticks, it's, like, the same thing. Like, if I'm jungling against a Rengar or a Rek'Sai, like, it's the same deal, because I'm so weak. If they get the jump on me, I'm dead. But if I get the jump on them, they're dead. I mean, I guess, like, every League champion works like that, now that I think about it. But Fiddlesticks more than most, definitely, I guess. Also, yeah, farm 2 camps at once, always. Maximum efficiency. So yeah, drags up. I have ult in 16. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens in the next clip. Alright, so I've backtracked a bit back to, when I took Gromp and back when I said that Drake was up. The radius perfectly covers Drake, so you can see if they have any wards in there just by pressing it. So I know that they're, yeah, for some reason Lux just showed up in the bush. I saw that they were doing Drake, and I did nothing about it. That was definitely my fault, and then Thresh walked up, and then I just decided to ult, because, like, whatever. I think I die here, right? Yeah. That was a bad macro. To be honest, I'm thinking that there's more stuff that I've been doing that's like, oh, you shouldn't do this, rather than you should. But, yeah, I guess my team win the fight anyways, because they used spells on me that were on cooldown. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, we win fight, we lose drag. It's Infernal Drake. Let me go through the maps, or like the Drake things that you want as like a Fiddlesticks. At S tier, excuse me. At S tier, it's Cloud Drake, because ult cooldown. Keep in mind that this is my opinion for like my playstyle, which is like CDR, movement focused instead of just AP focused. But yeah, Cloud Drake is really good, I guess, on both builds, because the ability haste is really good. Ocean Drake is also up there. No, you didn't see that. Ocean Drake is up there because it adds a lot of bushes everywhere. Is very useful. And then Mountain Drake and Infernal are the bad ones, because Mountain Drake doesn't change. It just like puts some rocks everywhere. So they're not really good at hiding you, I guess. And Infernal, because it gets rid of bushes on the map, and that's kind of detrimental. Like, it gets rid of this, and it gets rid of this, and it gets rid of this wall, so you can't ult over it. Infernal Drake is easily the worst. I guess the buff is nice, the soul buff is nice, but I don't really like it, the Infernal map at all. Anyways, let's see what happens here. Yeah, I try to force a gank onto Tahm Kench. I think this goes poorly. Or no, I think Veigar's shenanigans occur. Okay, I screwed that up entirely. So, recovering from that little slip up in the top lane, I start building Demonic Embrace because, you know, Tahm Kench, very beefy champion. Thresh also kind of beefy. And also, you know, max health damage is just good against anyone, not tanks in general, to be fair. I wish you could see the drag timer in this replay. I don't know if it's coming up soon or not. But yeah, ult's on cooldown a bit. Well, it's going to be up soon, so I start making my way over towards mid, where all the action is happening. Put wards in certain places. I still have to figure out my effigy management, but I think I'm somewhat decent at it. Everyone recalls, so it's like, okay, yeah, nothing's happening here. Back to getting gold. I guess that's just a rule for junglers in general. Like, if there's nothing going on the map, just hit something, you know? Just hit something in the jungle. I'd say, like, go push a lane or something, but, you know, Fiddlesticks' W doesn't do that much against regular lane minions, because there was a whole balance thing when his rework came out, and, yeah. Alright, so yeah, there's the hourglass on the Drake in the minimap. I'm pinging it. Or no, Leona is pinging it. I ping it as well. That is spawning in a minute. So we set up for this. Alright, we see Elise coming through. I'm trying to get my teammates to sort of bait her close. And then I go in for the kill. And it goes pretty well, but they have pretty good disengage, to say the least. But hey, yo, Veigar's here to do something. Yeah. And Tahm Kench comes down. I think we fall apart. Or maybe Riven shenanigans occur. I don't know where I am at. I'm just farming creeps trying to get my my health up. I'm surprised this fight is still going on, to be honest with you. And then Lux gets caught out, but Flash saves her. And now it is just me and Leona against the entire enemy team. So, if I'm not mistaken, we give up Drake here. Yeah, I see that they've broken that. Tahm Kench is like coming around trying to kill me. All the while they're taking Drake. I have my ult in 4 seconds, but that's not going to be enough. I see that they're doing that. Yeah, I can't do much about it. That Q there told me that he had a ward there, but no. This Tahm Kench just has really good game sense. So Elise gets caught out. I approach, you know, the whole thing. I ult in vision for the Tahm Kench, which is kind of worth it because he was doing insane. He was like 3-0-4 before that death. And we sort of just clean house after that. Even though they got the drag, but you know, there's plenty of opportunities. And we'll see where this replay takes us. I believe it actually takes us to Baron. We just do Baron, right? Yeah, we do Baron. That's way too fast, hang on. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so we take Baron. I finish the Demonic Embrace, buy Zhonya's, because holy cow, I kind of need Zhonya's with their burst. Yeah, you know, the Lux and the Elise. And the Tristana to some extent, I guess. And yeah, it's back to getting CS. I'm fairly a bit ahead with like 14 more CS, but it's not that much of a thing to really make a difference. I guess they were farming things. That's also another thing. As Fiddlesticks, I'd say it's okay if your other laners just farm stuff, especially the red buff. You don't need the red buff. You're not like auto-attacking people in fights. And right now, since my ult's off cooldown, that's when you stop farming and you stop making moves. Or you start making moves. I don't know how that came out of my mouth. It's hard to talk with headphones on, because like everything is just kind of muffled. Anyway, so we see them over the thing. I ult in. I start doing things. And we just sort of take control of the area. And we start pushing lane. Alright, so now that we're pushing up, 3 of them are dead. So what I do, I walk ahead aggressively, just to, you know, get Elise to back off and just let us take it in peace. We can't really kill her though, because Lux is behind her, and Lux could pretty much just delete 3 of us if she wanted to. My ult's off, or no, it's on cooldown for 30 seconds, so we're kind of at a disadvantage since they're all alive now. So yeah, we just sort of make our great escape. Lux gets a kill off of that. Yeah, we're just sort of trying to run away. And I believe here is where I buy my, yeah, whatever this thing is called, the Seeker's Arm Guard. Killing, I've never read this item description. That it gives 0.5 armor. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, anyways, there's camps up. I hit camps. Pretty simple, except, yo, Elise is here. What is she doing here? So I see these guys down here. I'm telling them, I'm like pinging them, like, hey, there's a person here. Zonia saves me. I flash away though, even though I could have probably killed her. Or maybe I couldn't have. I didn't know if there was someone here, so I guess good cautionary move, question mark. And Drake is coming up soon. So, you know I'm going to be ready for that. And Tristana's pushing top, and Leona is very angry about it. Anyway, so I see Tom Kench and Thresh walk here, and I think, holy cow, we don't have enough people to like pull this off. So I'm just sort of waiting, chilling in the bush, with not much to do. I see blue buff is up, but honestly, with Tom Kench and Thresh like around this area in general, it's very scary to go and do that. Especially since I saw Elise here. Who knows what, you know, wards Elise put up? Even though she has sweeper, she could have put like a control ward up or something. So I see that they have vision there. It's very. This is the thing I don't like about red side, is that it's very easy, or it's very hard to approach from this side. From blue side, you can just, you know, put a control ward up here somewhere to just ult in. But on here, there's not really anything that's close to getting to Dragon Pit. Anyway, so I hide in the bush, even though I stand like right in the thing. It still goes well, I think. It does not go well. But on the bright side, I'm a good distraction for my teammates to sort of deal with other stuff. And yeah, Tristana has to leave, and we just sort of take over the area. What else can I talk about while I'm waiting to respawn? Item choices, I guess. I think I've already talked about Zonia's. Also, that vision score, though. That's another thing. Most of the times as Fiddlesticks, you're going to be having more vision score than the actual support. Which is kind of strange. What's that walking animation? I didn't realize how silly that looks when it's really fast. Oh, Veigar needs a VGU badly. Anyways, I'm close to my Zonias here, I think. I hate having to say that I think, because, you know, I should be able to see my in-game gold. I click that thing. Can I see it? I can't, but I can see my runes. Interface visibility. Okay, I don't know what all that does. Probably shouldn't be messing around with the replays while I'm trying to do this thing. So ult's up, we see them there, out over the wall, even though I didn't really need to. And yeah, like I said, we just sort of take control again. And Baron's gonna be up soon. Control ward there, establish dominance by just acting as a ward for a bit. Zelux there. and she doesn't have a ward there, so it's safe to move up a bit. But I'm very scared that they have a ward here, because usually, you know, playing against the Fiddlesticks, there's always got to be wards around the walls. Yeah, we just sort of do Baron here with just the 3 of us. Tristan is closing in. She knows she can't do anything about it, so she just starts hitting jungle creeps. And we just take Baron again. And I believe this is where I get my Zhonya's, correct? Yep, I got my Zhonya's, so now I can stopwatch more than once on a very high cooldown. And we'll take it from there. So, we have Baron buff. We have advantage. We're up by 8,000 gold about, and we're up by 2 towers. So it's time to start playing aggressive, because for the past game or so, we've just sort of been nibbling away, trying to get whatever we can. Because they had it ahead. They were like way ahead in the early game, a bit ahead in the late game, and now, or no, a bit ahead in the mid game, and now that it's kind of getting towards the late game. It's kind of getting scary because, you know, infinite scaling. The ADC makes a very poor choice, and they sort of just get deleted. So now it's a 3v5, and I just sort of got to be a bodyguard to my laners, because, you know, Vigar and Ashe, they're kind of just really squishy, and if anyone goes on them, I gotta be ready to, you know, hit a Q on them. So, Fiddlesticks isn't really a good of a pusher. At least kind of just dies by taking Zhonya's there. I for sure thought my E hit there, but I guess my timing was a bit off. So, ult is up in 13 seconds. I think I just saved that for after the tower is dead. So, yeah, we just take the tower while Riven is doing Riven things. And then we come in to help. I almost die from the Lux thing, but at this point, I mean, it's kind of too late. We took Inhib; they're all dead except for Lux. Where is Lux during all this? Yeah, hiding in base, and yeah, we just sort of win the game. Not really much they can do about this. You'll generally have more impact as a Fiddlesticks, especially in lower elos where warding isn't as prominent. But yeah, that's sort of what I think going through a game. I hope you guys enjoyed.